One time I went to the hair salon to get highlights and I ended up being blonde for like a year and a half after that. So I'm honestly not sure to this day if it was my fault or the hairstylist's fault or both of ours, because I really don't know. To be fair, I did tell her, I was like, oh, I just want really small blonde highlights that blend in with my hair. I want them to be, really subtle so they can grow out and I'm not gonna have to come in and get it redone. I just, like the tiny highlights. And I showed her pictures and everything and she was like, okay, good. Okay, looks great. Okay. This was when I still lived in Michigan. This was years ago. I was like a junior in college when I got this done. It was right before I went into my junior year. So she turns the chair on, and honestly, if I had more knowledge of hair at that time, I might have known what she was doing, but I didn't, because I had never really colored my hair. I had never bleached my hair. I had never gotten highlights, so I didn't know. She turns the chair around when she's done, and it's like my entire head is platinum blonde. My entire head. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, oh my god. And she was like, it looks so great. Your hair was technically like already a dark blonde. It was like a level 7, so it just lifted right up. I was like, what the fuck am I looking at right now? It was insane. I couldn't believe it. And I was like, a lot more of it is blonde than I thought. This is like my whole head. And she like randomly pulled out this one strand of my actual hair from beneath. She's like, it's not your whole head. She's like, I did a full highlight. I was like, what? I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't look like the pictures. And she like waved her hand and she's like, oh, it'll fade. It did not fade. It did not fade. And I ended up being blonde for the next year and a half. And it's like, I could have just dyed it back, but if you're gonna go blonde, you better think about, or you want highlights or whatever the hell you're trying to do, you better think about who you're going to, bro, because I'm not someone who likes to come on the internet and like bash hairstylists and people who are doing their jobs and whatever, but I'm not gonna lie, it was crazy because I literally showed her what I wanted and it was not that. It was a very subtle, you know what I'm talking about, like the very thin highlights that are blended into your hair. And so then when she turned the chair around, I was like, anyway,